Alright, what's up, Dragon Brood? Today we're going to have some fun and we're going to try to draw some cards using legendary creatures. And there's a few that do it and actually fit into a popular build, so let's go see if we can make this work. Hey, remember, whether you're looking to buy some Commander Masters or maybe you want to get some stuff for Wilds of Eldraine, go ahead and check out our friends over at Cool Stuff Inc. They have cool stuff in stock all the time and you can save 5% on your order by using code DRAGON at checkout. So save yourself some money and support the channel. Alright, so we're going to go over those cards we were talking about. The first is Rona, Herald of Invasion. This is a pretty sweet card because, one, we can just tap it to draw a card, discard a card, which can help us find whatever we want. But additionally, we get to untap it and use it again every time we play a legendary spell, which we have nothing but legendary spells. So this should be a lot of fun using this card. And then if we do flip it on the backside, it's a big 5/5. Another card that we've played in a few decks previously that we get to draw cards with is Shana, Purifying Blade. Now, we do have a couple of cards that can gain life, so we don't necessarily have to do it all with just Shana, but Shana getting to draw cards is pretty good. Even if we have to run Shana in on a suicide mission, sometimes just running her in, drawing 3 or 4 cards could be pretty fantastic. The star of the show today, hopefully, if everything works out, is going to be Inga and Eska. What we like about this is that it's a 4/4 for 4. Any of your creatures can tap for any color, though you have to use the mana to cast creature spells. But then, if you use 3 or more mana from creature spells, you get to draw a card. So that actually accelerates things. We love that. Another card that works with Inga and Eska, believe it or not, though, is actually Gwenna, because Gwenna already taps for 2 colors to be able to cast creatures. So then you don't have to waste 3 creatures to do Inga and Eska's thing. You can just tap this and one other thing, get your card, get your creature. On top of that, we actually get to play Catilda, and while Catilda is kind of like a backup lesser Inga and Eska in a way, you can actually attack with Inga and Eska giving all your stuff vigilance, and then tap everything to Catilda to put a +1/+1 on stuff, so then get extra bonuses that way. So these cards are all going to open up some options. Now, we have a bunch of what you would expect to be in the deck, but there are a few things that are 3 and 4 mana that we're going to get to spend some of that mana on from Inga and Eska. One of those being King Darien Extra Large the 8th, because it just pumps our team and makes our stuff just more resilient. We're actually going to be playing Lagrella the Magpie, because this is a way to let us remove creatures out of the way. Also very good. And then we're going to try Elish Nord in here. I feel like because we're already playing so many creatures, we're going to be getting into combat a lot. Opponent's going to take some excess damage. And then as a backup plan, if we just think a sweeper's coming, then we go ahead and just flip Elish Nord. We're also going to play Vorinclex because getting creatures for free is always good, and getting more mana out is fine. We're not going to be playing a lot of basic forests, so we're mostly just going to be getting tri-lands with this. And then Joda the Unifier, because we already have ways of making all the different colors, and we can possibly get a free one off Vorinclex, so we love that. Lots of good stuff going on here. And like I said, there's going to be a lot of other odds and ends here, but those are the key cards that make up the deck we're going to be playing today. If you want to see all of the cards in the final list, be sure to check out the end of the video, or go to our description down below, look for the blue arrows, it'll take you to our Moxfield link. You can see today's deck, and over 100 other lists we've played throughout this season. But y'all go enjoy these games. Hopefully we'll be drawing a lot of cards, and we'll have some fun stuff to talk about at the end of the video. Alright, this will have to do. Alright. Don't know if this Thali is going to live too long. Maybe we'll get to do something with this on the next turn. Following that. And then we'll have Rona plus a Make Disappear available. It seems okay. Don't know if I'd call it good, but something we could do maybe. Alright, so we're going to run Thalia out. Put that on human with the assumption that she dies to something next turn. Because they didn't have a cut down there, obviously. Or that would have probably hit Thalia, I imagine. And now they spend the big money to kill her. I would say that only makes the most sense, right? Otherwise, she was likely to not die. Alright, I guess now, if they don't kill Rona, we can start using Rona to dig for our different color mana for Joda. However, playing Joda outright, unprotected, is probably not going to do us much good here. If we're being real. So, probably want to... Kind of want to get rid of Ayara here, honestly. Ooh, I kind of need that. That was a mistake to not play that earlier. I should have waited. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of a Make Disappear, oddly. And then probably just get rid of Ayara. Target this, yes, and this. Mostly so if they get rid of our Lagrella, we get a bigger creature back. Because I'm pretty sure they're going to be playing a lot of kill spells in black and red. But yeah, if I'd have waited, it'd have been nicer to have this in play. Because then I possibly could have drawn a land to let us play Joda. Or I'd be able to play Thalia with Make Disappear backup. Now I can't do either of those things unless I draw an untapped land. Alright, sorta assume something like that was coming. The hell is that? Whenever another creature dies, you put a +1/+1 on that creature. And then when this creature dies, you look at the top X card of your library where it's this power and put one of those cards. That is one of the more random things I have seen somebody cast. Truly, I don't even know what to make of this. Alright, let's draw. Ooh, Shauna, I do like that. I think I'm gonna end up discarding Shauna though, sadly. That really does not make me the happiest, but Arena, I would rather not tap like that. I have all this other mana. Oh, I can't cast the Make Disappear anyway though. Arena's actually not wrong here. Alright. Think I just attack with this? I mean, if they block, I guess. Yeah, I wasn't sure they really wanted to. Alright. I mean, I can protect Thalia, I can protect Rona. We can get a black or a red land. We can just cast Joda as well. Alright, so they want to kill that. Draw and discard. So they get to sacrifice that, huh? Alright, so let's draw first. Okay, we found the land we want, so I'm going to get rid of this. And then I could use Malira, so Rona would come back to our side of the battlefield. What happens when you flip? Deals X damage? Nah, alright. We're not that concerned about it. Sure. I mean, they're just going to attack with that and keep Ayara back, right? I can't imagine you do anything else here. I mean, they get a treasure by attacking. So, I mean, it's not like it's the worst plan ever. Question is, how badly do I want them to have that treasure? That's a real question. I don't think I care, though. I think we just let them have the treasure. Because I would just be giving up Thalia, and in a weird way, giving up Thalia would just... I mean, them having a treasure or us not having a Thalia still falls into that same area, I guess. Where does that is? Because there's still one mana either direction, you know? Yeah, we knew that was coming, so no surprise. Alright. Ooh. Could I do this and then do that? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, because I would still need red or black from that. Okay, never mind. Was thinking maybe that could be a thing, but we'll attack for 11 and just call that good for now. End the turn. And we have Malira to protect Joda unless they have 2 removal spells at instant speed, and if so, meh. Or at least 1 at instant speed. 1 could be sorcery, target Malira. I sack Malira, they target Joda. So, kind of where we're at here. Let's see what they got. No, no. Okay, actually, here's the thing. Then we still have to sack this, right? 1 or more poisons. Target creature or artifact, when it's put into a graveyard this turn, returns it. Oh, choose another target creature. I always thought it was actually a creature you control. That's funny. Well, I'll do this anyway then. So then the opponent's left with the choice of, if they sacrifice it, they are tapped out and will just die to lethal. So the best they can do is attack for 7. Funny that they also have a legendary creature, which is highly amusing. Yeah, they can attack and sack it, and we take 14 total. Or they can just attack, we take 7. Oh, what? Oh, because they're going to make a treasure. Do they have like a play with fire? If so, we're dead. It's an awful way to go, but totally legit. Which is funny because that treasure... Well, again, if we lost the Thalia, I guess it wouldn't matter, but... This is pretty funny. I don't think they have the play with fire here, because they would have just all out attacked already and just shot us. Yeah, that's what they're realizing. I think we're good. Yeah, we take 7. I mean, they might still have it. If they do, we still die, because it's still 2 damage either way. All right, we're going to go to 1. Oh, it's just 3? I thought is it... Oh, it's equal to the cost. I thought it was equal to the creature's power. Oh, never mind. And then we get another legend. And then we get to attack for lethal. This was a crazy back and forth. It didn't feel like it was going to be that way, but we definitely got it. Wow. That was a close, fun game. Yeah, I guess we'll try to rock and roll with this. Okay. How do we best operate this? First off, we got to find more mana. That's going to be imperative. But I'm kind of wondering... Like, obviously the move is always get them to spend mana on your stuff instead of you. And they're doing that, but that doesn't mean they don't have, like, lightning strikes and stuff. Yeah, they definitely left something on top. Which is bad. Alright, this at least slows things down a bit. Though they might have just left a land on top, to be honest. And they very freely burn to play with fire. So I don't know if that means they have another they can hit Thalia or not. They do. Okay. I'm kind of just going to hope our other stuff can live. I'm curious about what they kept in hand. I'm trying to hold this Dinnick as long as possible to get to a key turn, and hopefully it'll survive to start getting us some life. Alright, we'll try to trade here. Alright, go to 7. Alright, so they're out of burn stuff. That is good to know. Alright, so we can do this. Get to untap our Gwenna. Then we get to do this. Have a big lifelinker that they can't deal with. Get the Skrelv. And hopefully they don't have 5 damage off the top. They can still fly in for 2. That is not going to cut it, even with the play with fire. Oh, they can't target their yard anyway, because we have Dinnick, and they don't have enough mana to pay. So, yeah, I think we just take 4. No need to even give them extra cards here. Because we're going to be gaining 3, or actually 6 and more. So, yeah, no blocks. That's fine. We're coming in for a pile of lethal here. Yeah. Decline. We already have 1. Oh, I can't tap though. Yeah, that doesn't really work. Never mind. Alright, so attack, attack, attack. And they have to block or die. And we're going to go all the way back to 10, and we still have the ability to block at least one ground creature, so I think we're pretty strong here. But yeah, this is why it was worth it to hold that Dinnick as long as we could. Yeah, I don't think there's anything they can draw here that matters. And neither of their creatures can even block if they wanted to sit back, so... Yep, I'm just going to take it. We have more things. Opponent says GG. Yep, there you go. Alright, I can't play an untapped white land on one, but I think I'm going to go ahead and keep this anyway. We could also top deck one, which would be nice, but we'll see. We did not. That would have been excellent, though, if we would have. So now yeah, I think we just go ahead and play Malera anyway. Kind of know what we're up against here. Actually, I say that. I was about to say this is probably the domain deck, but they went and got just a second forest, which isn't normal. And they have a Gwenna. Oh. Not gonna lie to y'all, I didn't see that coming. Alright, no attack. That was something. Now I don't know at all what we're up against. Okay, there's Vorinclex. That's gonna be a problem. Yeah, I think we're... Opponent just got the jump on us here with the early mana ramp on back-to-back turns. I don't know if there's much we can do here. I mean, we can play Gwenna, untap, play Malera. I mean, I guess we gotta do what we gotta do. Play Malera. Which gets us a Skrelv. And then if we attack, yeah, I guess we do. I mean, they're not going to block with Vorinclex, I wouldn't imagine. They could have jump block with, like, Llanowar Loam Speaker or something. Alright, so we've got Joda protection with the Malera. But they also get to flip Vorinclex, and craziness can happen here. So let's just see what goes down. I'm a big fan of Vorinclex. You just never know what they're going to get. Ooh. I didn't see a creature, though. I saw, well, another Vorinclex. But yeah, that's fine. We're good as far as that goes. Oh, because they get to untap lands. Yeah, we'll just take 3. I was like, wait a minute. Why are you attacking there? I see what you did, opponent. Trying to be sneaky. Yeah, opponent says GG's. But, you know, I do want to give credit to my opponent there, because while that attack looked kind of lame, the fact that if I would have blocked, they would have got to untap 3 things, that could be a lot of things. It could have been a kill card. It could have been 2 more creatures. Who knows, right? And that could make the difference in the game had I blocked. So sometimes you just got to attack and let your opponent make the mistake, because, to be honest, sometimes I'm recording at 2, 3 in the morning. I could be a little tired and block there, and that could have given them the advantage. Here, we were pretty lucky, because we get to cast Darien. He's gonna, or King Darien Extra Large the 8th, my bad. He gets to pump everything up, get, hopefully, another 2-mana thing that we don't already have in play, and then that would have by far been enough. Because here, they can block 1, they can block 2, and then just take 7, 8 is 15, and 6 is 21. So yeah, they'd have been very dead. But yeah, interesting how that one played out, because it looked like we were going to be behind with the start the opponent had, but just a well-timed Joda came down and took care of our problems. All right, we drew Inga and Eska, and we are on the draw yet again. We drew 2 Inga and Eskas. Cute, but not great if we don't have the mana. Okay. So I guess they have cut downs? Nothing I can think of there. Come on, deck. I wouldn't even mind top decking land here, as long as they're on tap. That'd be great. I mean, I assume if you're going to kill Malera, you're just going to kill her, right? The interesting thing is they don't have Make Disappear, and they don't have, like, Go for the Throat. Okay, that makes sense. I was sort of wondering what else could have been over there. Alright. I guess we'll go life total for life total here. Pass. Not attacking, just so they don't block, and then maybe play something like, I don't know, Liliana. Though this is probably just Shieldred's time. And they did not want to give up their creature. Interesting. We're learning some things here. Alright, what do they want to do? Not going to attack, just because I don't necessarily want to attack, have them do something to Darien, and... Oh. So that's what they're playing. They're not playing the deck we thought at all. They're doing something with artifacts. Just ramping up. Okay, well that's a thing to note. Well, if we can get like a courtyard or another plaza or something, we could go for a big Joda next turn. Otherwise, I'm going to be kind of forced into a decision on, do we just play Inganesca or do we just keep Malira? You know, some decisions will have to be made. I mean, they're going to draw it to... Okay, they didn't. I thought they might make the Power Stone into a 4/4, but they didn't. So it's going to make him a 5. So if we attack both of these into Tezzeret, they have to either give us the Flesh Scourger or not. I say it like there's any other choice. Obviously, those are the things. But, pass? It costs 8, 2, 4, 5. All right. I was kind of hoping for an untapped land there so we could use Make Disappear. But I guess here... Because our things will have vigilance, we can still do this. They don't gain haste or anything, though. Add a mana any color, spin a cast creatures. Creatures you control will have... Alright. Then let's go and attack here and here. Let's go here. And then we can, of course, Joda next turn and do all kinds of things. All right, good stuff. In the turn, because we could play this, but then we lose our ability to play Make Disappear, which I think we want to hang on to here. Possibly sacking Dinnik if we absolutely have to for some reason. We got Inganesca down. We could play Joda, draw a card. Might Stone, Weak Stone. Well, we will just be countering that. Pay here, pay here. Wait, can I not pay? Oh, I can only use that mana to cast creatures. I even read that a second ago. I'm an idiot. That's funny. Do we care about Darien? Nah, that's fine. He can die. He can die. Alright, so here's the plan. Next turn, we're going to attack. We're going to try to take down Tezzeret and attack the opponent. Then post-comp... Actually, no. Wait, can we... If we drew a land... These would be 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 8. That's 12 plus 7 is 19, 20. We'd be 21. We'd be short. Ugh. That sucks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. I was just trying to think any other way that that would not be a true statement. 16, 17, 18. Yeah, it's 21. So we wouldn't kill the opponent doing that. So what I would like to do is take our turn. Apparently have just a backup Joda. We will attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They definitely are going to try to do that next turn. All right. So let's go here. Here and here. Those will go there. Hopefully I don't have to waste to Make Disappear here. I'd like to save it for the Cityscape Leveler. Actually, it just destroys. Yeah, that doesn't even... So we'd be able to use Malira to save something. That's fine. go for the throat. I kind of want that Inga and Eska, and that sort of wrecks my plans a little bit, I'm not going to lie. Oh, how do I feel about that? Letting that die. Let me think about this. If we counter that, we'd have to sacrifice... can only be spent to cast non-artifact spells. Oh, can't be spent to cast non-artifact spells. But you can use it for other stuff. So we'd have to sacrifice Dinnik. I wouldn't get my bonus from the Joda, sadly. Man, this is what I get for being crafty. I should have just done Joda pre-combat. Alright. If I do that, then we have 1, 2, 3. Actually, then I don't even have enough to cast Joda anyway. That sucks. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I don't have the right colors. Man, that's awful. Alright. He just dies. That's unfortunate. Don't love it. I mean, I guess this is all we can do. And then end the turn? Assuming... Oh, we can't even do... This is an ability. I don't even get to counter that anyway. Man, I just played this game terribly, to be honest. Oh, we got bailed out. They just had a portal. Lucky us, I guess. Definitely still played this badly. Alright, well, can we get a black or red... Or actually a multicolor land so we can cast Joda here, I guess. The answer is most definitely not. Okay. Well, we'll do this. We'll send these two here. We'll send this one here. We'll pay this. In the turn. Now, if they have another one, I at least have 3 reasonable things I could sacrifice. And it would probably be Skrelv, Dinnik, and Malera. Actually, Skrelv, Dinnik, and Catilda. If they play this out of the yard, then they attack. We get to save 1 thing. And then Joda would be lethal. So despite goofing this up a couple of different ways from not knowing my own cards, we might actually still get away with this. Though there is a world where if they have Grixis command or Gix's command, we're kind of only left with the Malera. I mean, I guess we could leave ourselves with an Inga and Eska, possibly. The opponent has 10 mana, too. I mean, 3 of it's colorless and has to be used for artifacts, but still. Alright, they're obviously going digging for a particular thing here. Yep, those resolve. I have to discard my hand, which sucks. Yep, you got the good cards, opponent. That's hurtful. Alright. Ooh, boy, what do we do here? So they're going to get to destroy pretty much everything. Leaving their Blade Quell. This is everything X or less, right? Yeah. I mean, I guess the only thing I can do is attack with Inga and Eska. Because if we're going to lose it in the exchange anyway, we might as well get something for it. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, I get... pumping our team just doesn't do anything. That's the downside. I was thinking we attack, but then, like, if they block with Malera, we don't get to save anything, so that's pretty terrible. So even attacking here doesn't have much value. Because I'll be trading the only thing I could probably save. So yeah. I think we're just going to do this. That unfortunately does not help. Alright. I just got punished. And I don't even know what the best thing is I could do now, other than maybe Yeah, there's really nothing. I'm sitting here thinking, like, there's really not a thing here. Yeah, we're already dead. I'm just gonna give this to the opponent. I messed up too many different ways. Yeah, we're definitely keeping this. Don't have a reason to toss it back. Okay. All right, so in these scenarios, pretty much no matter what, we're going to play Thalia first. Because it's going to cost them more mana to kill Thalia. Usually turns off a turn or slows them down. And then we can follow up with something like... probably going to be Lagrella. It'll remove the +1/+1 counter off of a creature. And then we can have Dinnick, hopefully, after that. So we'll see. Yeah, we're just taking a hit here. Good news is, though, that slowed the opponent's turn down like we expected. And that does create a question of, can we just... No, we're going to wait. Because then we can play Dinnick and Malira. I don't know why I put both those names together in my head. But we can play those next turn together. No attacks. We are definitely not the beatdown right now. So now they get a choice. They can kill Thalia, which, if they have it, fine. Okay, Lightning Strike, get a dude back. That does let them attack for 2 or 3, depending on how they view it here. We'll just take the 2. And as much as I would like... Well, nah, that's fine. I was about to say as much as I'd like to play Vorinclex next turn, but this is definitely smarter. Alright. Trying to stabilize at 9 here. And that looks like we did. Awesome. Alright, we are on the draw again. We're definitely going to keep this. Let's play this. Though, I could have played the Spar's Headquarters, actually. I probably should have, to be honest. I think I was just concerned because I had 2 of those, but... yeah, now I'm not going to... there's a chance I'm not going to be able to play Joda on time now, which is going to be a little disappointing. But we'll see what we draw. That could all be changed up. Yeah, I think we just let Thalia roll through. Let's see. If we were to play Lagrella, play this tapped. I mean, now we just have too many lands is our new problem. I think we do. Remove this. I think we just play one of these tapped. Because here, even if they have like a Brutal Cathar, they're going to be incentivized to get rid of Lagrella. And then we just try Joda and hope that it survives. I think is the game plan here. Alright. That's a tough one. But not bad. We go to 14. Okay. We're going to go ahead and play the boss. Oh, wait. Can I not? What am I missing? Oh, she doesn't make the... oh, no. I need another headquarters in play? No, I'm missing... oh, no. I miscalculated. That is a big concern here. Uh-oh. We're going to take a lot of damage. Should have played the courtyard. No, it still wouldn't have mattered. Dang it. Alright. Well, good news is... they're probably going to say they're attacking with 2 things here. I think we just take 5, though. Actually, let me go ahead and cycle this real quick. Oh, no. That is definitely not what we wanted. That sucks a lot. Okay. Well, is what it is. And we pass. Excuse me. All right, what you got, opponent? We can protect Joda, but I got to go to 7. And then we just have to hope for the best next turn. That's kind of where we're at. This is going to get a little ugly. Reinforcements. So they could also be setting up for just a big attack next turn, too. Attacking with Adeline makes another creature. It's only 8, so unless they had another reinforcements, which they're not playing something that's in their hand, So I don't know if it's a removal card or just another creature they're not playing. Must be removal because they're sizing up the Skrelv here. I'll also have to be careful if I activate Skrelv to make sure we use the life, because otherwise we could accidentally tap Catilda, and that would be bad. Is it like a Brutal Cathar in hand? Like, I'm really curious. Okay, they're not doing anything. I mean, alright. Then we could just pay 5 in Joda? I mean, I guess we might as well. I mean, it gets us another body in play. Hopefully it's something we don't already have. Oh, no. Alright, well, that sucked. We just wasted a card. Alright, weird. The opponent conceded anyway. Okay, we get to go first in this one. And we're definitely gonna keep. I think since an unknown opponent, we're better off just playing Thalia first, so I'm gonna lead with this. Oh, well. This is probably a great opponent to have this against. This might be one of our harder matchups, actually. Because the things we've chosen to build in for problematic situations don't really do much in this scenario, unfortunately. So I am going to play this. And I guess attack? Okay, there's a chance they could double block there. And that would have been annoying. I would have sacrificed Malera, but that's fine. Weaver of Harmony. Hate to see that. Definitely hate to see that. Alright. Was definitely hoping for some other goodies there. Pass the turn. Now I think we're going to lose many, many things. Especially if they have a land. Okay, they didn't, so that's good. Let's see, am I able to... No, I'm a land short of being able to play Joda if we were to draw it. I was just thinking, because we have red, black, white, green, red, black, blue, white, green. Oh, never mind. I guess if we drew a Joda here, that'd be pretty sweet. You got it in your deck? Maybe? Alright, come on. No, but you have a Lagrella. That's a thought. I don't hate that. Man, getting rid of Reaver of Harmony feels so correct here. Get rid of Reaver. Because here's the problem. Like, if we get rid of Kami of Transience, like, we can attack. But ultimately, the next time they get something, we lose 2 things. So, I'm just going to get rid of Weaver. And just be sad about life. And I think since we already have access to things, I'm going to go ahead and play this. I mean, if they can exile something, it's probably going to be Lagrella and or Thalia anyway, but we'll see. Who knows? Maybe it's Elesh Norn. I mean, because we could always activate Elesh Norn next turn, sacrificing a couple things, and then try to go off the following turn. Alright, Seal from Existence. You got it. Alright, we're getting rid of that. Fair enough. Attack for 7? Sure, we'll take it. Alright, come on, deck. High roll. Not even close. Not even close. Well, what do we do now? We can attack, attack, I guess. Kind of a lame set of attacks, but meh. What else are we gonna do? Alright, might as well play that. End the turn. Man, we didn't get any of our big cards here. Even Inga and Eska, just to like let us draw cards and whatever, would have been great. Vorinclex would have been awesome. Get us some free creatures. That could have been good. We are up against it now. We're just hurting. All right. You got it. All right. GG's. I'm pretty sure we can't keep that. This is a lot better. I'm gonna actually get rid of Catilda here, believe it or not. And part of that logic was just knowing that there's way more things that are going to kill Catilda or be bad blocking with it, which turns out to be the absolutely correct answer here. I'm going to go ahead and do this. Pass the turn. Next turn we can play Dinnick. Hopefully Dinnick lives. If not, then we have Elesh Norn and can possibly start turning things around. Yep, Lightning Strike works. Alright, we're gonna play this, play Dinnick. And now we have access to 5 colors. So we go blue, white, black, red, green. So we've got that box checked. Man, if they have another Lightning Strike, like, Dinnick's a priority to kill. You don't want us gaining life. But you also don't want to play something just going to run into it either. Alright, they got their mana. So what are we going to see this turn? Another Lightning Strike for Dinnick. Sure. We go to 16. Alright, don't hate that, actually. That could have been much worse. Ooh, and we got our other card to be able to draw cards and gain life. This is awesome. Feeling pretty good here. Alright, go to 14. Technically 12, because we're not going to be able to block the Phoenix. They left a card on top. Makes me feel like that could be a 5 damage to Elesh Norn type thing. Alright, so we go to 12. Opponent pays or doesn't. We don't care either way. Feels like Elesh Norn ain't dying this turn now. Do have to be careful that they could steal our creature. That is a little bit dicey here. Alright, we're going to attack for 5. Or not? What is this? Oh, they're just going to shoot us at 10. That's fine. We can live with that. I mean, if they get us, they get us from 10. Because if they steal our Joda, we have to block, really. And attack. So yeah, this is going to be tough. If they have a steal effect, which they might, because they haven't really committed anything else to the battlefield. However, their creature can't block. So that's another thing to consider here too. So if we can even, well, either of these we cast are going to result in something else coming into play. All right, to 8 we go. Unless they play a blocker. Yeah, that's it. Oh, it's even better than it. All right. Oh, that's perfect. Yep, go to attack. All right, even with weird draws, I don't know if mono red beats this. Okay. This, I guess we're keeping. Need to find some mana along the way, but, you know, having a Gwenna into a Vorinclex can be kind of cool. If that's even actually a thing when we get to it. Put that on human. Maybe they don't have cut downs here. I could also maybe win the lottery too, but that's probably not going to happen. Okay, they don't actually have to cut down. Maybe we are going to win the lottery. I don't play enough to even have a real shot at it, but hey, you know, one can dream. Why are they attacking here? Okay. They're like add a +1/+1 to a creature or something here?
You done messed up, Aaron!
Yeah, I didn't understand that at all. Oh, they forgot that Thalia had first strike, I guess. I mean, okay, I'm down. Alright, so choices. I think we go... Man, I really want to play Gwenna, but I think I'm going to do this. Oh. Arena. We chose to use this. I don't... Oh, man. Some days the auto tapper just... Ugh. And I know better. It's my fault, right? I can see what it's highlighting to tap before I cast my things. That's totally on me. Much as I want to be upset at the auto tapper. Like, gotta be real, right? Ugh. Terrible. Just terrible. Fortunately, I have all creatures in hand, but now they know what we have. But that's the difference, because I'd be able to play Vorinclex this turn now. And now I don't have access to that. Because we could have had Dinnick in play, tapping these two. I guess I should just cast Dinnick first, too, though. That's the other way I could have avoided that. Because I knew whatever they had, they wanted to kill Thalia first. That was a given. Alright, I'm not blocking. Shauna, you're at least interesting. Not what we're looking for, but you're interesting. Alright. I'm going to attack. Man, that's a big difference, too, because we didn't draw land there. We'd already had 2 lands in play. We could have done so much stuff. Good news is, though, they didn't have, like, Shieldred or anything there, so that's a solid. Let me go get lands. Nag those. Put one into play tap, because we don't really need it. And then I'll probably just play this. Assuming they're going to try to kill Vorinclex, given the opportunity. Exactly. I would expect nothing less. That's exactly the type of card I was hoping for here. And then we can Lagrella. Get rid of this little duder. And then play this tapped. And I can attack with this. And I can draw a card. I mean, I can only draw one, but that's all I have mana for. But it's a card. And this is where we start to get a little bit further ahead. Yeah, Gix's command, sure. Alright. Sacrifice creature with the highest power. I guess it's gonna have to be Gwenna, huh? We can get blue-white. We wouldn't be able to play... Well, Yeah, it has to be Shauna. Shauna's just gaining us life and we get to draw cards. Like, that's not really a choice. What'd I even think about that for? So, I could get rid of the Flesh Gorger, risking giving them a 7. But... kinda silly. And this can just turn into a 5/5. It would be a 6/6. Alright. I'm into it. Play this because I can make Shauna unblockable, potentially. Go ahead and play this. Pass the turn. And then we can also potentially draw a whole lot of cards. Alright, we got that one. Right, we're just hopping into the middle of this one here. It's turn 2. I just played a Catilda. They are playing an adversary, picking up an Elishnorn. I don't hate that, to be honest. Let's go ahead and play this. Then we'll pass. We have protection for our dudes in case something silly happens, and then maybe we can Elish Norn and protect it with the Skrelv. Assuming they don't kill our Catilda here. Oh, that's like the worst thing. They are going for Catilda though. Okay. Well, if we can draw an untapped land, that would be great. Yeah, I'll just take it. You can have the life gain. Well, we found a land, but it was not an untapped land. That is sad. Alright, they now have 4 mana. Opponent's going to attack. We're going to do nothing. We're going to go to 14. They're playing a Gallagreators and probably another creature behind it. Nope. I'm not going to lie. I'm not 100% certain what the opponent's doing here. So let's go ahead, Inga and Eska. At least we can try to block some stuff for a minute. Oh no, what's this about? Oh. Okay. I could have brought that back, but nah. Alright. Pass the turn. Now, there's a chance they just get rid of Inga and Eska here, and we're not going to be able to play our Elish Norn, or Joda, which would have been sad. However, we now have the option. Oh, now that opens up all kinds of things. See, I was thinking we could play Elish Norn, tap our things, play Joda. Nah, we got to do it the other way, right? Yeah, then just play Elish Norn and get a free creature. I was just trying to get too creative. Ever though now we can attack, because they only have 3, 4, 5, 7. They'd have to give up everything for that. I'm kind of into it, honestly. Like, if they want to give us the whole team for that, I'm down. Okay, they didn't. Okay. End the turn. Hopefully they're not sweeping the board here. Shauna, hey, I have that card in here. Love to see it. Alright, let's find something else big, deck. We got everything going right now. I mean, they could draw cards. Exactly, find something. That definitely does not help us. But, that said, guess it's time to just attack with everything. I mean, that's a pile of stuff. They can figure it out. Plus, they're going to have to pay for each one that deals damage to a creature because of Elish Norn. They do get to gain a lot of life here, but I don't think it's enough. Yeah. And then they have to pay for all those triggers. So yeah, they're just dead. Okay, cool. Alright, so I'm a little torn here because we drew most of our cards except for the Hajar. I don't think we saw that in any of the games. And we know this card's good, so I'm not gonna, like, shove it away. It does a lot of good for us here, but we just never drew it. The other interesting thing is, believe it or not, Elish Norn was like the card that was super good for us. Especially kind of combined with Inga and Eska, because then you're getting to attack, your opponent has to deal with all those triggers, and then you're still on defense and they have to deal with all those triggers, right? So that actually worked out pretty well. I would say if you don't have some of the other cards, maybe play a second Elish Norn. What I also like about Elish Norn too is it does have the possibility that we could just pay 3, sack some other creatures if we truly legitly think a sweeper's coming, and then just set up all those incubate tokens and just try to be ready to go then, right? So there's a couple of different options there. I also think we could still, if we wanted to, replace a couple things with Adeline, I think would be optional as well. And I could see cutting a Make Disappear if you just want to get 260 cards. I don't want to necessarily do without Make Disappear altogether, but I do like what it brought to the table because it's been cheap for us to cast. Now, there are going to be some times that we're just not able to cast it, but we have Inga and Eska, we've got 2 Deserted Beach, 4 Seachrome Coast, we also have Dreamroot Cascade, 2 Spars Headquarters, and depending on which creatures we have in play, we could use Plaza of Heroes for that too. So we do have ways that, so it's not that unreal that we'd be able to cast it. But generally speaking, I think we could cut back a Make Disappear. As much as I like having 4, I think the final list will have 4, but that's 61 cards. Y'all know me, I'll do 61 all the time just because I'm greedy like that. But generally, I will say, the thing I was disappointed about is we didn't get to draw that many cards from Inga and Eska. We actually were just taking advantage of the Vigilance more than anything else, and just randomly getting colors as we needed it to activate things. So that was a little bit meh, but what I do like about it is it does still combo with Catilda, so if you get to attack with a bunch of stuff up, then you can just tap all your creatures in the middle of the attack step, pump your team, stuff like that, which is pretty cool. But overall, here's what we played. We have 2 Skrelv, 4 Thalia, we had 4 Make Disappears, but I'm putting 3 here now, 1 Rona, which Rona was really good when we got her, 2 Dennick, 2 Hajar, 3 Catilda, 2 Malira, 2 Gwenna, Eyes of Gaia, 2 King Darien, Extra Large the 8th, 2 Lagrella, the Magpie, 2 Shana, Purifying Blade, 1 Elish Norn, 2 Inga and Esko, 1 Vorinclex, 4 Joda the Unifier. Then we had 2 Deserted Beach, 4 Seachrome Coast. Lands, I'm just going to say lands are all over the place. We played a bunch of 1s and 2s to make this work. I'm not going to read all those to y'all. But yeah, overall, very fun deck, still very useful. Got to beat up on mono red, so like it did a lot of the stuff we wanted it to do. So yeah, while we didn't get exactly what I wanted out of this, I mean, we did get to draw some cards off of Rona, and we drew some off of Shana, but not so many off of Inga and Eska, so that was a little bit disappointing. But we discovered other cool things we could do with Inga and Eska, and that's not a bad thing. I think sometimes that's why we got to play these games and go through these experiments, so we can learn stuff that we can apply toward other builds, because even now I'm thinking of things I could do with Inga and Eska and other decks, right? Now I will say, I think it's still a situation where we could end up a little rough against some like mono white control type decks, but that could come down to, did we get Athalia? Did we get Make Disappears? Maybe did we find something like Hajar to give our creatures indestructible, right? So if we have those things happen, we can survive those as well. So we do have answers for them. If anything, I think some of the mono black decks could probably be the toughest, because if they do get a good start and get rid of a Thalia or get rid of a Catilda, it can make it a little bit difficult for you to get those later turns where you're getting to play multiple things or get your better creatures out, and that can cause some problems. So that's a little tough, but overall, the deck's actually not bad. It's a lot of fun. I will say it is a lot of rares, so I wouldn't go out and craft this, but if you already have them, or if you're missing 1 or 2 pieces, it does leave you room to shift cards around. Now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Peer, Imaginative Rascal. This card's actually pretty sweet because, well, 1, I think it came out in Battle Bond, but it's kind of been overlooked and forgotten a little bit, and it actually fits into something like the +1/+1 theme decks very well, because anytime you get a counter on your stuff, you get an additional one. Now, it does have the downside that if there's a negative counter, your stuff also gets an additional one, but this is actually easy to cast. It's a really cool card, and any type of bonuses you would get, you just get extra counters. So why not go ahead and play a card like this? And the fun part is it's kind of a forgotten card, so the price hasn't skyrocketed very much, even though I don't believe it's been reprinted anywhere. And it only goes for about $5 in a lot of places, so it should be pretty easy to get your hands on this if you're looking for a fun addition to that type of deck. And while today was a fun learning experience, sometimes I go through this pretty regularly to show some fun stuff. So if you want to see where I spent a whole day trying to figure out mono green and make it work, and playing 4 copies of Big Dinos, check out this video.